Welcome back to the farm. This is Wayne. We're back out here on the griddle. I got a special recipe for you today. Now, I've never made this like this, and I've never seen it like this anywhere. It's just something I came up with in my head today, and I'm going to call it Hawaiian chicken, or it's going to be a traditional Spanish dish, Pollo Hawaiiano. And so, what I did here on the plate, as my griddle's heating up, this here is just simply um, really chopped up mushrooms in a food processor and these peppers. Now listen, you don't got to use, if you'll see there, I only use two of them. They're a little bit spicy. And then we're going to use pineapples on the main top. And then we're going to use queso, obviously. So that's what we're going to do today. And you can watch me as I do it. Now this may turn out awful. As I said, I've not made this before. So it's going to be a first time for me as well. And I'll let you know the truth if I like it or not. It may not be worth a dime, but that's how we learn, right? We got to experiment. First thing I'm going to do is drop the chicken. And I butterflied this chicken, so you kind of want it thin, so it's not so thick. It won't take all day to get done. We'll go ahead and get that dropped down. That's a lot of chicken, I can tell you. Put it back some. All right. I gotta save me some room for rice. We're going to use Mexican rice and with this dish, and refried beans. Now, my wife is going to make the refried beans in the house. I can make them on here, but it'd be such a mess, and I really don't want to make that kind of mess on this griddle. I keep it in pretty good shape, and I'd like to keep it that way. Now, basically what we're going to do is fry that chicken up a little bit. Then we're going to put that glaze I made on there. In the meantime, we'll open everything else up. That's pretty thin already, but we're going to set that, try and get a little bit thinner. Pour this water out of these pineapples. Now this is just pineapple slices. Nothing extravagant or nothing like that. Simple pineapple slices. All right. Let me get you focused in a little bit better on the grill so you can see what's going on. Okay. Now, let's go ahead and turn that chicken right quick so the other side can get a... There we go. It's looking good. Ideally, you'd probably want the chicken a little thinner than I have it here. I couldn't find the chicken I wanted, so I bought the big thick chicken breast and I butterflied it, which is going to work out okay. It's just you'd like it probably a little bit thinner, but this will work just fine, no problem. Now, while that's doing that, we're going to go ahead and put this sauce I made up on there, and we're going to kind of saute it up. Now, we may have to take that off and put it back in a plate, because you kind of want it to be dry. You want it to be like almost like a dry rub. The reason I chose those peppers, that's a traditional pepper for authentic Mexican dishes, that chipotle peppers like that. But now you can use whatever pepper you want. That's just what I've picked. This may turn out awful. I don't know. We'll find out. You don't know unless you experiment. And I'll let you know the truth whether or not it's good. I'll try it right on camera when we're done, like I do always. Now that right there is smelling good though now. These mushrooms and this And it don't take much of that. You're just gonna put a light rub on each one of those. It won't take much. You don't want to overpower the flavor of the chicken. All right, let's let that warm up a minute. All right, well that right there is drying out a little bit. We're going to turn this chicken again. It's smelling good. We'll find out if it's any good or not. Now you could put something else on this chicken, some kind of rub on it if you wanted to. I'm trying to go a little bit for an authentic type Spanish dish here. I'm just trying to dry this here out. I kind of want it dry. It's getting there. There, done it. I'm going to set this on there. Now I ain't going to leave that on there long because that will probably bust that glass, and it might anyway, but we want that to get real thin. I'm going to set that queso on there. And you don't want it to be on there too long. I just bought off the shelf queso. You can make your own if you want, however you want, but I like that brand there, so that's what we're going to go with. Basically, just a little bit of a waiting game. So what we're going to do is when the chicken gets almost done, we're going to put this little bit of rub on one side, let it season in. It's about there now. And then when that gets almost done, we'll flip it, make sure the meat's almost done. Put this on, let it simmer for a minute. Then we'll put a pineapple on each piece of chicken. And I always like to use a meat thermometer when I'm cooking on anything. One of the worst things for you is to have uncooked chicken or any type of meat. So it's not all the way there yet. That's okay though. That's what we want. Slow and steady wins the race cooking meat, boys. So you don't want to burn it up on the outside and uncooked on the inside. Oh, now it's getting that good brown on it that we like to see. This is probably the thickest one right here. Getting there. I think we're close enough we can start putting this on there. So what we're going to do is just kind of put it on here like this. Just going to pat it out. And when we flip it, that'll burn right into it. You only need it on one side. Hope I made enough. I didn't make a lot. I didn't know we was going to make this much chicken. Some people may not like it on there anyway. Gonna be close. May not put much on those little bitty pieces. We'll get all these on there, we'll flip it again. And when these get almost done, we'll put the pineapples on there and let them get a glaze on them. And then this will be done. Now when we flip this, we're going to be careful and try to keep that seasoning on there like that. Quick flip. Hopefully we can get that to set right into that chicken. That's what I'm after. I made one or two with the barred lid on it, just in case somebody don't like the seasoning. So it worked out pretty good. And you don't need a lot of that because this is a real strong flavor. You got mushrooms and peppers in there. And you don't want that to overflavor everything else. So you don't need much anyway. Now, let's check our temperatures on that chicken. I mean, you can tell when it's done, but I like to get my meat good and done. I don't like for it to be undercooked or overcooked. What's going on with this thing? $145. 53. Yeah, we're getting there. That is pretty much done there. Remember what I told you on the other videos. Now you can always, if it starts getting too hot too fast, turn one of your burners off, right? Looking good. Okay, if the seasoning rubs off a little bit, because it's going to be right back on there, you just put it right back where the seasoning was. So you can still see it on there, and that's perfect. I hope that makes it good. That's just something I thought of. I've had something similar to this at restaurants before, but you know, obviously I don't know the recipe. I think I've seen one restaurant, Mexican restaurant, that made this kind of chicken, kind of like I'm trying to do. They had pineapples and these mushrooms. I think it was mushrooms and peppers crushed up like this. And when we scrape that chicken up to put it on a plate, we'll make sure we get every bit of that seasoning and put it right on the chicken with it. That's smelling really good. I hope it's as good as it smells. You can always go with that though. So yeah, if you like these cooking videos, let me know and I'll keep trying to make them. I enjoy doing this, so might be something I'll try to do more of. I do all kinds of different stuff on this channel, probably too much. Now we're going to do the rice is made, but we're just going to kind of fry it up on the griddle, give it some extra flavor. And this is simply Mexican rice like you would get anywhere. Alright, take a temperature reading one more time on that chicken. I think we're getting really, really close. And that thick one right there is it's the only one lagging behind. That was close. Yeah, we're about there on all of them. Time the rice gets done, these thin ones are probably pretty close. Yeah, time that rice gets done, they'll all be good, I think. Pretty thin and good. Turn it around a little bit. Alright, see if we can flip that chicken again. Let's stir the rice up once first though. Rice and vegetables, you always want to kind of flatten them out. You want that heat to distribute through the vegetables and the rice as much as possible. You don't want to clump it up in a big pile. Remember, them peppers and mushrooms, you can just scrape them right off the grill and put them on top of the chicken when you flip it for the last time or put it on the plate. Not, you're just trying to fry it in it right now. Infuse that flavor into the chicken. All right. And it's okay to get some of that even in the rice. That won't hurt nothing either. Now, we're ready for the last thing, and that is to put pineapples on all that chicken. Oh, that broke all the pieces. Some of these ain't coming out too easy. All right, we get a little water out of there. It's okay. We're gonna have one piece of chicken that has no pineapple. That'll be okay. Go tell Granny we need a plate for this. For the chicken. All right, we're going to toss this rice again here. And we're going to try to flip this chicken and keep the pineapple on it. Just like that. We'll have two little pieces of chicken with no pineapple, and that's okay. I should have bought 2 cans of pineapples. I didn't. Now, when you turn these over with the pineapple on it, you're only going to let it sit there for a couple of minutes, because what you're trying to do is just barely get a glaze onto that pineapple. You don't want it to burn up, right? So basically, what I'm saying is, the reason you want the chicken on it, you want that flavor again to infuse into the chicken. You could do the pineapples by themselves over here somewhere, but you want that to go right into the chicken. That steam rising up, we're going to take that pineapple flavor right into the meat, and that's what we want. Now we'll let that sit there just for a couple minutes, because we don't want to burn them pineapples up. We're almost done with this meal. So all we're doing with that rice is getting the grill flavor in it from all the juices from this other stuff, you know. You notice nothing's really sticking to my grill. That's because the way I showed you last time I do it. Now we're going to flip this pineapple and chicken one more time, because that pineapple should be good and brown. Good enough. Yeah, see that golden brown on top of that? That looks good. That's what you're after. Yeah, that pineapple looks good. That's great. That's exactly what we're looking for. Oh yeah, boy, that's looking good. See that? And we're going to pull these off after we get them all flipped. And what we'll do, last thing, once we get them off and on the plate, we're going to drizzle some queso on top of these. So we're going to pull these off before they get any more done. I'm going to try to scrape up some of that juice with them. And some of that seasoning. See that seasoning in the plate there? That's what's going to make this really good. Or either really bad. We'll find out. There. I hope we don't run out of real estate here. I think we'll get them all on there. That stuff looks great. Now, last thing we're going to do, we're going to put some queso on there before you take them in. And then I got to try one on camera because I told everybody I would. All right. Basically, we're just going to pour some queso on them. Much on mine. All right, before it goes in with it now, told you I'd try a bite and see how it is. See if I can cut a little bite somewhere here. Sit right there. Let's see what we got. Take a little bitty bite here. And if this ain't no good, I'll tell you. Now, obviously, I didn't get a pineapple with it, just a piece of the chicken. I like it. If you like mushrooms, you like it. That's really good. That's good. That's real good. That's going to be great with, I didn't eat a pineapple. That's excellent. Go ahead and take it in. I'm going to finish cleaning this grill. I'm going to go in there and have some of that. It's really good. And I didn't take a bite with the pineapple or the rice or none of that with it. So I just tried the chicken flavor. It's really good. You can taste the mushroom and the pepper, just a hint of each, and it's perfect. And you can add a rub to it if you want to. I'm going to get this cleaned up, and I'm hungry. Thank you for watching. God bless.